Today I am not Shane Valshane. Today I am Professor Valshane.
So, okay, I literally put on my glasses in order to feel smart as well.
Wow.
So now I feel like I have to up the ante and maybe wear 2 pairs of glasses.
So, what is anime really? And Wikipedia says, anime is hand-drawn and computer-generated animation originating from Japan. Outside of Japan, and in English, anime refers specifically to animation produced in Japan. However, in Japan and Japanese, anime describes all animated works, regardless of style or origin. Right? What is anime in a practical sense? This is kind of my definition. I submit that anime is a medium or a style, not a genre. So you can have, like, there's anime, like the actual, like, here is, like, animated, whatever, doesn't matter. I don't really think it matters too much if it's from Japan or anything, but you'll know it when you see it, right? And then also we have other examples of, okay, people say, like, it's an anime fighter, or it's an anime RPG. But obviously it's not like literal anime. It's not like you just like put it in your PS4 or whatever, and then it's like, all right, I'm gonna sit here and watch like 24 episodes real quick. It's a style. It's a descriptor. So we've got this picture here. If you look up anime, it'll say something like that. Huh? Fucking wrong. Okay. That's bullshit. I just don't think it counts. So that's my submission. Anime is a medium. It is not necessarily a genre. And okay, so then what is a genre? Let's talk about the genres. Mihoyo is a genre, baby. Yeah, that's called peak fiction. That's the genre that's in. So,
you could say I am mid in the streets, but peak in the sheets.
Anyways, let's talk about genres, right? Now, of course, anime, like anything, has a variety of genres. We've got mystery, like Erased. We've got thriller, like The Great Pretender. We've got action, like Demon Slayer. We've got adventure, like Hunter x Hunter. Comedy, like Gintama. And then we've got rom-com, right? And isekai, shonen. These are a little more anime-specific genres. Shoujo, seinen, josei, magical girl, mecha. So these 6 on the top, this is what I consider like normal shit. Like, you tell somebody like, oh, it's a this kind of story, and even without like knowing anything about anime, they will kind of know what you are talking about. This is anime specific shit. I'm pointing at my monitor. Where is it? This is anime specific shit, right? This is stuff that you will probably not know much about without being at least somewhat of an anime fan. So you may notice there is a little bit of overlap there, and we will get to that. So let's talk about shonen. As the famous Robbie Damon said, oh man, I wish that there was a genre of show about a young man wanting to get stronger.
Wait, did he actually?
He tweeted that shit out. It was really funny. I wanted to find the tweet, but it was hard. I saw it years ago. Anyways, so those are some tropes in shonen. Let's talk about shoujo. There are many tropes. There's the ex-girlfriend shows up. There's a bloom. A lot of times in shoujo manga, like there'll be like a heartthrob guy comes in, and then like this wallpaper of roses explodes behind him. The wall slam, also known as the kabedan, if you are a weeb, which is a term we will define later. And stuff like that. What else do we have? Oh, there it is again! You son of a bitch! Inuyasha, you bastard! Inuyasha is both a shonen and a shoujo anime. It is unusual that something is both, but it can absolutely happen. If you have watched Inuyasha, I dare you to look me dead in the eyes and tell me that it is not a shoujo show. Anyways, moving on. Then we have seinen and josei. I kind of put these two in one slide because in general, it's for young men and women, and as I kind of pointed out, like, these are really loose. Like, I don't think, like, if you're a guy who reads, like, shoujo manga, like, nobody's gonna be like, oh, what's wrong with you? I think. What else do we have? Isekai. Okay, isekai is, what are you laughing at?
I saw Digimon, and it took me aback. Took me aback for a second.
Where's the lie? Where's the lie?
It's not a lie.
So, those are all examples of isekai. And God fucking damn it. What do you know? Inuyasha's got another genre covered, god damn it. Okay, here we are at rom-com. The category that I've watched all of these. So have I, actually. Right, what's the difference between, like, anime rom-coms and, like, I don't know, like, what do we call them? American rom-coms? I feel like American
Lack of Adam
rom-coms...
Sandler, for one. However, I am still waiting for the American adaptation of Golden Time with Adam Sandler as Tada Banri. Are you okay, Shane?
I am, like, processing. I'm terrified. Literally. Like, right now, I believe it's still the highest rated anime on my anime list, and it's so earned.
Wait, are you telling me
God damn it! Not again! We can't get away from it! They can't keep getting away with this! Okay, here we go. Magical
You
Girl.
motherfucker! Of course you would! Of course you would!
I mean, it's natural. It's natural, right? Wait, you know what the best part is? I assume you're talking about Reen.
Yeah, 100%.
And you're not seeing what's in the bottom right corner.
No, I see it. I don't think you're wrong.
All right, here we are. Slice of life. There's two kinds of slice of life. There's, aw, nothing ever happens. Like, I'm not worried. I'm just gonna relax. I'm gonna watch my favorite slice of life show. And then there's, nothing ever happens. One of these on this list, I will say, hits that second box for me. Okay, so Battle Shonen. Everything to the right again. People getting strong and beating the shit out of each other. Probably, arguably, the most well-trodden genre, or at least it seems that way to me. That might just be that that's what they decided to localize. That was a lot of what was on Toonami when I was a kid. Here we go, baby. Non-battle battle shonen. One of the best fucking genres. Mecha! Big goddamn robots, frequently features complex political plots, interestingly enough. The only thing that saved it was Bandai getting toy rights and making model kits. Capitalism,
Basically.
baby.
Oh, wait a minute. Why the fuck is Attack on Titan here?
Where's the lie? Where's the lie? The only thing that makes Attack on Titan not mecha is that they're made of meat. Yo, what's the line reading? I can't see where I'm at. Attack on Titan is not a mecha, and I'm delusional. Just kidding. There's the line read for you. Anyways, so that is it for the genre portion. Let's talk about some common hangups. And this isn't a very long section, but there's some things I want to cover. So common hangups in anime, things that I hear a lot, reasons people don't want to watch, or reasons that people think you're weird for watching it. Here's one. Why are they all teenagers? I just don't... And, you know, you kind of already touched this, Mr. Muffler Man. Professor Muffler Man, I should say. How many pairs of glasses are you wearing right now?
At the moment, 2.
Okay. So you kind of touched on it already. It's like, why are they all teenagers? That's weird. That's unrelated. Was that what? You were never a teenager? Like, if you're a kid, you look up to teenagers. If you're older, you remember being a teenager, right? I don't think that's that big of a deal. And I just, like, I've heard people say, like, oh, they're all in high school. That's really unrelatable to me. Blah, blah, blah. You know, so-and-so and such. And so here's an example of some of the shows they complain about. Oh, wait a minute. No. These are all just normal fucking shows and movies and works of literature that predominantly feature teenagers. It's almost like teenagers are a common thing to write about because it's such a pivotal point in many people's lives. Anyways, why is anime so horny? This is normal. I think, you know, it could be the case that, people are horny all over the world, right? And also, if it bothers you, you don't have to watch it. But, I mean, come on. Like, Quentin Tarantino, anything that he's made with feet, I am never, ever going to forgive this world for making Violet Evergarden considered weird for being anime, and then you go to work on Monday, and everybody's talking about how, like, these twins literally banged on HBO the night before. Like, it's fucking normal conversation, okay? What else we got? It's just so weird. These are things people complain about. There's all this anime time travel bullshit. Oh, this magic and stuff is too much for me. So what, they're all like superheroes or something? It's just so gross and weird. Shut up. This is Violet Evergarden. This is a show about grief and loss and being able to find a new life when you think that you have nothing left. So those are kind of Here we are, the Weeb Ass Shit Scale. The Weeb Ass Shit Scale is a scale on rating anime invented by some person on Tumblr, where you rate it on how weeby it is, meaning how much do you need to know about Japanese culture to really enjoy it. The ass scale is how fan servicey is it, and the shit scale is how bad is it. So 10 is bad, 0 is peak fiction. All right, so now we've some terminology. These are things that people that kind of in the community, or things that you might hear people talk about in shows. Let's start with what exactly even is a weeb, right? According to there's kind of a couple of definitions here. The old definition, the kind of like origin of the definition is a non-Japanese person, stereotypically an unsociable white male who is overly infatuated with Japanese culture. That's a little outdated now, I think. I don't see people really use that as the primary definition anymore. The more colloquial definition is a person who is obsessively interested in anime and or manga, and I still think that misses the mark just a little bit. So Shane's definition, somebody who likes a variety of anime or anime-styled media, such as video games, visual novels, manga, etc. So we've got a couple examples on the bottom. We've got Unlimited Blade Works is an anime that's based on a visual novel. Persona 5 Royal is an anime RPG. AI The Somnium Files is an anime visual-styled visual novel. Chainsaw Man, of course, is just a manga. What is it that funny to you? I just like her, okay? I would like to try it. What's up, Doom? You look like you have something to say.
What is a tsundere?
Taiga. I'm gonna be honest with you, Doom. Taiga's a dog shit tsundere. She's just mean.
I fucking love Taiga.
Sorry. Here's another term. Best girl, boy. This is just a simple turn of phrase to describe one's favorite character, either within a work of fiction or across all works of fiction. This is not necessarily a romantic interest. Sometimes, like, I see a lot of, like, characters, a lot of, like, precious babies, right? And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is my daughter, this is my son, and so on and so forth. Sometimes it is a romantic interest, but not explicitly. What are we talking about here? Donga Bongo, okay. So anyways, there's really a lot to be said about this kind of thing, but I don't think we should have to worry about it too much. Let's keep moving. Waifu is used to refer, this is like an Urban Dictionary definition. Waifu is used to refer to a fictional girl or woman, usually in anime, manga, or video games, that you have sexual attraction to and would even marry. Husbando is the same, but it's basically for masculine characters. So here we have Camilla Fire Emblem and Seth Fire Emblem Three Houses. These are two characters that I think a lot of people would dub their waifu or husbando. So culture shock. There's a couple things that I'm gonna go over that there are culture shocks in that they might be a little confusing if you've never watched anime before. And it's not even like okay, here's a Japan thing, here's a US thing. It's more like, here's what we know, and here's what happens in anime. It's not even like necessarily like a Japanese thing. So, nosebleeds. In America, we're like, oh shit, apply some pressure, and if it happens all the time, get your nose cauterized, stop the bleeding. In anime, it's a gag to show when a character is excited. I didn't really understand how to point it out, but I don't really, so yeah, something about high blood pressure. Let's move on. Here's something: walking in on people in the bath, changing, etc. So usually in America, there's like a mutual embarrassment. Like you open the door, you're like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, and like you close the door, and then you're like, it's a little awkward or whatever. In anime, typically ends in a violent altercation. I think it's supposed to be funny, and I've never laughed. Student council. So in the U.S., in my experience, it is a thing to put on college apps. When I was younger, I was in the student council when I was like 5th grade, and I don't really know why I wanted to do it. I guess just felt like made me feel like important or special or whatever. And I think what we did was on Thursdays we would take 45 minutes to do all the recycling in the school. So that was a thing. So that's America. And then in anime, it is the governing body of a region, higher than any local government. But basically, the student council, like in anime, they get shit done. They are nothing like American student councils or student central governments. They are not going to tell you to fire your maid. They are going to like uproot the cause of like the wealth gap in your county. That is what they will do instead.
Or if we're talking like Love Live, they will start up an entire idol group to keep their school from closing down so that they can raise money in order to keep the school functioning through idol shows.
Is that really the premise of Love Live?
Yes.
Are you for real?
I'm 100% for real. Love Live is actually fantastic.
Wow. Anyways, next trope, church. In America, the church is evil, but not always in your face about it. You know, maybe you're familiar. In anime, church is evil, and it's in your face about it, god damn it. Do any of these people look like good people besides the person on the bottom right who we'll get to in a moment? Who amongst these 4 individuals looks good, right? So anyways, there's one other thing about church. The nuns are always sexy. Why did they do this? What were they thinking? It could just be a case of nuns are usually or often depicted as missionaries in anime. And I mean, obviously we see this is Sister Nia from Ys 8. And she is, look at her, blonde hair, blue eyes. Does she look like Japanese at all? No. But anyways, I think it might just be a thing of kind of like, I'd hate to say exoticism, but it might be like that kind of appeal.
Oh, this is my favorite. This is my favorite.
Yes. This is the one slide Mr. Mufflerman may have been privy to ahead of time. This is weird little hobbies. You know, we've got weird little hobbies in America. Weird little hobbies are weird little hobbies. You play Magic the Gathering. You know, you spin some tops. You do some gunpla or whatever. You know, maybe you do a little bit of dogfighting. In anime, it is a universal pastime that determines one's social rank. Right? If you're not like a good like Beyblader in Beyblade, you're a fucking loser, dude. You're like a have-not. There's haves and have-nots, and you're a scrub. I have gotten beat up and kicked out of a restaurant because I didn't have 5 million power in Rise of Kingdoms. It's not a weird little hobby. What else do we have? Oh fuck, we're already at the conclusion slide. So let's go through the conclusion here. I submit that anime is a medium through which one may tell stories or a visual style that can be applied to various media, as we discussed with, you know, it can literally be anime. I don't really think of anime as a genre. I think other things like rom-com and such qualify as genres. I think anime is just a medium through which you can tell stories, or it is a style to be applied on your like video games or visual novels or art even, or what have you. I think, there you go. There are a lot of genres. If you don't like, you know, battle shonen, maybe you'll like shoujo. Maybe you'll like mystery. Maybe you'll like rom-coms. Maybe you'll like isekai. Or, you know, something, a little bit of both. A lot of the hang-ups in anime can be addressed by choosing what you watch carefully and giving it an honest, fair chance. If you go into it being like, I expect this show to suck and I want this show to suck so I can bitch about it and stuff, like, you're not really giving it a fair chance. And I think that's an important thing for a lot of media, is like to address it on what it's trying to be as opposed to like what you think it is. Anyways, so there is a culture that surrounds the medium, but you really don't have to engage. I know I don't personally engage a ton. I've never gone to a convention. I may be looking to change that. But like, it's not mandatory. You can just enjoy it and not have to worry about it. You can like Persona and not engage in Persona discourse on Twitter, which is how I recommend living life. Like anything foreign in origin, did I spell foreign right there? I think so. It may diverge from the culture we know. So this is talking about kind of the culture shocks again. There's some things in there. There's the things with the church. There's the things with the student council and so on and so forth that are going to be a little different. But yeah, that's, of course, it's coming from a different place in the world. You know, and I think it's also kind of informative. It tells you a little bit about the place that it was made by watching what the product is, right? Give it a try. It can't hurt. If you are a skeptic or if you're on the fence or you're like a little curious, I think that there is like anime is becoming more and more mainstream, especially for young folks, which really makes me happy to see. When I was in high school, like if you liked anime, that was like, and you told people about it, like if you were in the anime club, you were like marking yourself like with like a scarlet letter. But yeah, I think like there is something for everybody in anime. You don't have to watch every anime. You don't have to like every anime, but just consider it as like a medium. And if there's something that catches your eye, maybe give it a chance. Mr. Mufflerman, do you have any closing thoughts?
Don't let like preconceived notions of something stop you from at least giving something a shot if you think you're gonna like it, you know?
Right.
And also, if you see something that someone's like recommending you, and it doesn't look like right up your alley immediately, I'm always usually willing to give something like 2 or 3 episodes to see if it sticks. I'd say giving something that 2 or 3 episodes, even if you don't end up liking it, it can really broaden your horizons and in general kind of teach you the type of things that you do and don't like. Because I'm very, very sick at this point of hearing people have opinions on stuff and you're like, oh, wow, that's a great opinion. Did a YouTuber tell you that? And it's like, I'm sick of people just regurgitating opinions of shows that they've not watched. If you want an opinion on something, please just try watching stuff.
So at this point, I don't know if anybody's going to have a lot of questions, but I would like to open the floor for a little bit of Q&A. If anybody has any questions or wants to be funny, this would be a great opportunity for that. Is the show's length a valid reason to not watch or read a series? Yes.
Yes.
I'm not going to tell somebody who I know has like no free time, yeah, just watch the show. It gets really good after the first 300 episodes, right? That's craziness. I think that for me, I actually personally prefer things that are like shorter, things that are like 1 season, or maybe like their seasons are short and like, you know, can be or satisfying on their own. For example, Slimy Sky does a really nice job of like ending a season in a good place where you feel satisfied and then leaving room for more in a way that I don't feel like, this is incomplete.
I think that length is one of those things where it can definitely be considered because, like, you know, I have a job and a job and a job and a job and all of this shit takes up way too much time. I could binge a 12-episode thing all at once, or I could, like, be watching a 50 or a 100-episode series, but that's also time I could be using on making content or sending auditions or streaming.
It's really hard to settle down sometimes and just, like, especially as a creative, and be like, yeah, I'm okay not doing anything, like, quote-unquote productive for, you know, a week straight. So Spio says, the way I see it, if length's a big problem, then you read a series start to finish instead of enjoying it, but that's just me. So Pio, something you should consider is we have 10 years of experience on you at least, and so watch your tone, young blood. Anyways, I think this has been an outstanding stream. I think we're pretty much all set here. We've got our Q&A done. But it has been super duper fun. I hope that you all enjoyed it a little bit. Enjoyed how many times I put Inuyasha in there because it's so many different goddamn fucking things. Yeah, I think we definitely, at the very least, it was informative. And hopefully you all found it as entertaining as I found it fun to make. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. First of all, I really want to thank Mr. Mufflerman, aka Red Mufflerman, for being in this when it originally aired about a year ago. Also, I want to thank Doom for editing this video for me. I literally just handed him the VOD, and he handed this back to me, so that was awesome. Something to know is that we had to cut a lot to get this video down to 20 minutes, and there were some funny moments and stuff that just didn't quite make the cut. And for those kinds of things, you can actually check out the new Shane VODs channel. I will also be uploading previous Twitch streams that I have highlights of, such as the daughter alignment chart and the entire Extella live dub and whatever else. If it's something I want to immortalize, that is where it is going to live. So if you're interested in those kinds of things, check that out. Thanks so much for watching. See you guys later. Bye-bye-bye.